everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Saints going up against the Bengals.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Cincinnati Bengals. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And this will be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Second down, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down right there at the 43. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now Smith, flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 4-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. David Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Jay Ajayi, a first quarter touchdown there. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Thompson escaping the pressure right. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he is knocked down from the side around the 37. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run.
Let's go! Green 39! Green!
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash them there. They blasted it.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Watching that, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on second down is Smith. Underneath for Johnson. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Smith. Screen play, Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Smith on first down. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Here's Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll try the air now with Smith. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And tough starting field position here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thompson. And this is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Thompson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Here's Smith now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third and long, it's Smith. Now they go screen, it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Here's Thompson on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Thompson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. To throw is Thompson, operating from the gun. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Play fake here on first down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way, no gain at all for the offense.
Thompson off the bootleg to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Thompson, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in. But that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Thompson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tavon Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Smith to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best. and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount, here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Smith looking to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. On first down, Smith. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Smith. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. First down, it's Smith. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard, 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 Leopard.
Thompson now throwing again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw. Thompson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now Smith looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air. Smith on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Smith. Dumping it off for Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing again is Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on third down, Smith looking deep for Julio. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it but comes up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Watch it now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Thompson from the gun. He'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him a 1st down yardage there. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. handoff. This is Gordon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Thompson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now it's Smith. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead. So that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.